We find out our Champions League group and it's the transfer window. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save. I am Cultured Left Foot and today is the day we find out who we're going to draw in the Champions League group stage. It's always tough. We're no longer the worst team in the competition though. We are slowly increasing our stature. We're 2 points of coefficient below Celtic and 3.5, and in the group above us 49 is what's the group above us, so we're slowly getting there. Athletic Bilbao are technically the worst team in the competition with a rating of 17.8, but we're more worried about us, but we still can go through all of this, get done the third group, the third teams. Right, who do we want, or what group do we want to go in? They all look ridiculously hard. I don't really want Group A because we've already played Salzburg and I don't want to do it again. Maybe there I think we could beat Sporting in Group D, but Man United and Bristol don't know if you really rock hard. Marseille, I think we could beat Marseille. Rapid Vienna would definitely be able to beat Rapid Vienna. Okay, G. G I think is the one we want. G. Okay, we're not in A. We're not in B. We're in... We've got Group C. So we have Milan, Arsenal, Shakhtar Donetsk and Zagreb. Oh man, that is a tough draw. Yeah, okay. Well, technically Shakhtar are the lowest ranked third pot team, so that's not too bad. They'll have some great players. Andre Silva, okay, he's quite old, 33, but still very good. Dimitro Litvian, 32-year-old Ukrainian. They're normally weaker at the back, if I remember rightly. Okay, well, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We've also got deadline day coming up and a league game as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty jam-packed episode. Yes, we are given a tough group. Yes, yes, we are. Now, some other news that's happened before we go into deadline day. We have bought Matthew Ryan back because Burnley paid Saul's release fee of 5.5 million. So, yeah, not too much we could do about it. They bought him for 5.5 million. I mean, he's played 2 games, conceded 5, not done very well. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. There was a few clauses in there as well that we got. What else has happened? Saul left for 5.5. Deco, our new signing, has gone to Primoc Biograd. Has started pretty well for them. 2 goals in 4 games in the lower divisions in Croatia, which is good. We've loaned Borna Fusek to Luko, to Ross Jacobs Luko. Let's hope he does very well. Oh, if you get him promoted, you'll be playing against us. So hopefully Luko will be coming up. We'll be keeping an eye on them. I think that's it, because we sold Oder and Kufre in the last episode. So the 20.5 million for Oder and the 5.5 million for Saul means we now have a budget of £5 million. So brilliant. We're not going to be able to bring in massive names, but obviously we have spent a fair bit of money already. Nikola Tesla 1.3 million, George Lara 1.8, Fusey 1.1, 4.5 for Sebastian Rojas, the centre back. So yeah, and we spent quite a lot of money towards the back end of last season. I think 2.1 million for Ponce, 12 million for Jerry, 10.5 for Oder. So we did make like 10 million profit on Oder, which isn't too bad. But yeah, we've got a busy day, busy transfer deadline day, I reckon. I'm looking for, I think, another goalkeeper potentially. 2 of them, with one of them being Matt Ryan, I'm not too sure about. So we are going to take part in deadline day because there could also be a large amount of interest. Doesn't happen very often, blah blah blah, but we've still got a lot of interest. So Jurisev, Siminovic, Holst, Vicario has now got clubs after turning down Madrid and someone else, Red Bull Leipzig. He said like, oh, I'm happy to stay, then carried on moaning that he wants to move to a bigger club, and now Hamburger are interested in him. So Henry Valencia, someone's paid 22.5 million from Porto for his minimum fee release clause, so he's just negotiating terms. Benkovic at the back as well. So potentially this could be a very busy day with the complications of a game being chucked into the middle of it. It's anyone's guess to know what sort of squad we're going to have after this. But nobody's offering Vicario at the moment. That's fine. Ben Amor is going to move on loan to Slaven Blupo, which is fine by me. Get him some first team football. Henry Valencia has moved, so that does change how we're going to play. And I'm tempted to get rid of Holst, especially to another Croatian team. I think that's okay. We'll do that. Optia want Howard. Yeah, that's not a problem. And press conference. No, we can cancel that one. Right, so into the tactics. Now we've got a big gaping hole. It will be filled by Yurisev, which is fine, and he actually sits as an anchor man. So that's what we're going to do. It makes us a little bit more defensive. But backing him up, we do have Lopez, who can play in the holding midfield role, as prefers a regista, but he'll be a deep line playmaker if he comes on. We also have Canino, who's here as well, another anchor man. He'll be in and around the first team this year. And I swear we had another one as well. Rojas can play there. It's because I might have my filters on. Let's turn the filters off. And who else? Oh yeah, Drakulic, that's him. Drakulic can play there as a half-back or an anchor man or a defensive midfielder or a ball-winning midfielder. He can do most roles pretty well. So, although it's a shame that Valencia's gone, we do have backup in that position. And that puts our budget to £22.8 million. So, yeah, we've now got money to play with. So we'll be back if there's any news on any transfers or for kickoff, depending on which one's first. Someone asked me on a recent-ish episode, how is Gautier Mete doing? Well, he hasn't actually played for Paris yet. He spent 2 seasons on loan at Porto. Doing pretty well, scoring 13 goals in 35 games, so not too bad. But he has started his career in Roma, scoring 2 in 2, so doing very well. Progressing nicely. He was always going to be above our station, but he's not valued at the price that PSG paid. So it'll be interesting what happens in his career. Something we'll try and keep an eye on if we can, moving forwards. But so far, no news on deadline day. Okay, we've had an offer accepted for a guy called Alisson Ot-Yukum. Brazilian forward, but can play on either wing. Cuts inside from both wings, is right-footed, so we'd be looking to train him as an inside forward. And it's just his passing is so poor. And it's really annoying, because my teams have got to be able to pass. And he's done well in Brazil. And I mean, they signed 675k, so they're going to be getting a fortune. He's worth 6.75 million, but he has a release fee of 4 million. The scouts found him. I think he could be worth a gamble. 24, a few games for the under-20s for Brazil. Good past experience playing in Brazil. Can be good technically, good pace. Crossing's a bit poor, but we play inside forwards, which means his passing and finishing needs to be better. Finishing is fine. Passing's a little bit rubbish. Yeah, so if you look at inside forward, it says he needs long shots and passing. Even on support, he then needs vision, which he's lacking a little bit. Is this a case that I'd be spending money just to spend money? Can we get him down to a backup? Yes, okay, actually, if he'll move as a backup, we'll see what is 67k. 63 grand I can offer. Wow. Well, you're not getting that much. No way. You can get like 25.5. No, walk away. You're not getting 65 grand. We'll do the pre-match stuff in a minute. Holst is going to go on loan to Slaven Blupo. Osijek want Gregor Kastilic, who is a backup striker that's probably nowhere near the first team at the moment. So, yes, you can go to another thing. Carlo Zivkovic. Hajduk and Dynamo have all made offers for him. Oh, Dynamo are trying to get him for 4 million. We sold him for 1 million. I think we've got a sell-on thing. Well, we don't want him, so if he moves, then that's fine. They can buy him and pay us the sell-on fee. I was having a little look around. There's not too much I can really think that we need to improve, but I don't know. We've got a lot of money, and I sort of feel like we should spend it because last time we didn't spend it and it got taken away from me by the board. I mean, Martin Odegaard would be great to bring in. Let's just have a look. Let's see if Montpellier want to sell him. That would be a big name to bring in. That would be great. Okay, Montpellier want 91 million for Martin Odegaard. How about we give you his value? No, 76 million. We'll give you 16.5 million. Unacceptable. Reject. Yes. Fine. We're not getting Martin Odegaard. But someone we are getting is David De Gea. 38 years old, still pretty phenomenal. Okay, his physicals have really dropped off, like pace and stuff like that, but oh my, 6'4", model citizen, experience. Look at these stats. He's still unbelievably good. Great air reach, command of area, communication, handling, first touch, kicking, one-on-ones, passing, reflexes. Rushing out is always going to lower down. Throwing. He's better than Matt Ryan, and he's probably better than our first choice goalkeeper. So I'm going to accept it. It says key player, but he's only here for like 10 months or 6 months or whatever. So I'm not really fussed about that. Greg Smith is called with a question, and whatever. And Castilic, yes, you can go on loan to Osijek. So David De Gea is a NK Zagreb player. So he is joint equally the best goalkeeper. So yeah, we'll be starting him. That's not a problem at all. Hello, David. Hello, Big Dave. Come in. We've signed David De Gea. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm keeping up this thing of signing older players who are very good. We get 40% of the profit, which is wonderful. So thanks for that, Dynamo. Because he's okay. I don't think he's going to be as good. Well, though he's actually scored quite a lot of goals for Spartak Moscow. But he's moved from one Zagreb team to the other. He's going to get a horrible welcoming to Kranjevica when we welcome them to the club. And we've got to remember as well that this is, after this season, we're in our new stadium. So that's going to be very, very good. But, oh man, we've got 23 million to spend. What do I buy? I'm really thinking about now buying a new right back, because although Ian's bid for someone on loan who looks very good. So it's a loan bid, which is going to cost us 5.25 million overall. Hang on, what? Optional future fee of 5 million. I can just buy him now for 4 million. I mean, he looks good. He does look good. I will give you that. He looks very good. Did that say 4 million? 7 million. Damn it, I shouldn't have cancelled that deal. It's because we're paying all of his wages, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let's let that go through again. So that could be a new holding midfielder to replace the outgoing Valencia. It's just like, yeah, who do we go for? This is everybody that's interested. Who's got a slight interest in moving here? Quite a few people. We've got a lot of interest in this. A lot of it is Brazilians that are playing out in Brazil or in China. But we want people that are very interested, so that we know they move to us. They will definitely move. See, Joe Willock I was looking at, but we don't need another central midfielder. I guess let's go and have a look at right backs. Oh, I'll put not listed any. There we go. So right backs, any Stanislas Mpuntu, 24-year-old right back, Belgian. Again, looks useful. Does look like he would be useful. Wanted by Sevilla and Watford, who are two bigger clubs than us. I just don't know. I'm happy. The problem I've got is that I'm happy with the squad as it is, but it's just frustrating because I'm happy with the team that we've got, but I know the team we've got isn't good enough to compete in the Champions League, and that's what we need to do. I mean, I've got far too many things selected here. Don't really need that much technique, composure, decisions. Not really fussed about that. Pace, stamina, yep. Passing, yes. Marking. If as soon as you get rid of crossing and dribbling, there's normally loads. Okay, let's knock that down. 14, 13. Okay. One's 30, one's 32. Henos Asimilash. No, I won't be able to say his name, so I better not bring him in. Evren Korkmaz. No, something I am keen to do. Let's have a look at. I want to have a look at the Croatian national team and see if there's anyone, you know, who's good. So Filip Benkovic, he's 32, so I don't really want him. Drazen Melniak, 23. At Watford as a holding midfielder, and you're wanted by West Ham. Oh, Victor Devcic is someone I've always been interested in, and he bloody never moved to us. He went to Olympiacos after Arsenal, which was really annoying. Who's the right back here then? Miroslav Gluhak, Red Bull Leipzig. Yes, he's very good. Is that you've got one right back in the senior squad? That's ludicrously inept. Under 21s, right back Michael Saraj at Cardiff, who looks pretty terrible. Domaj Boromisa, contract to Lokomotiv. As I said before, I don't really want to steal players from other Croatian teams. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going with it. We've signed David De Gea. I mean, what more do you want? Okay, yeah, they've accepted that loan offer again after I stupidly rejected it and then offered it again. So Torres is moving here, which is good. He'll be a good addition. He'll be a good addition for us at holding midfield. Do you plan to loan? Yes, the plan is to loan him out. And whilst there's nothing going on at the moment, there might be in the future. Oh, who are you? You're very highly rated and you're listed for loan. No, thank you. Player search, clear it all, transfer, quick search, transfer listed. Let's see who we can pick up. I mean, who are you? You've got a big wage, you play in a position we don't really use. I mean, you've got a lot of... For a centre midfielder on attack, you'd be pretty useful. Decent passing. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I can't go back on what I said originally, which was all of my team need to be able to pass. 14 is the threshold we're going with. Sally Ozcan as well, someone we were looking at before. I've used him before in Football Manager and he's very, very good. 32. Should we put an age limit on this as well? Let's go age up to 29, 28. Let's go 28. So Luis Fernandez, a goalkeeper. Yes, you're very good, but I've just got David De Gea, so you're actually transfer listed and wanted by Hull for 9 million. Probably be a decent investment. 28. Brian Galvan. Again, okay, but not in a position when we play. So what's the point? Freddie Valero has got a bid on him. Again, good passing, poor finishing, so he won't suit an attacking midfielding role. Eric Acuna. No. Just what I mean. There's just no. The problem I've got is I don't really know what I'm looking for because I'm happy with my team. That's the issue. Mazzala. This guy, I'm tempted by this guy. He's been on my radar for a little while. His finishing is crap though. That's the problem. His finishing's crap. Finishing 9. Composure's decent, so through one-on-ones he should be okay. He's got lots of good things. Dictates tempo, tries killer passes, tries long-range passes, looking for passes rather than attempt to score. You know, passing good, technique good, vision good, work rate decent, first touch good, free kick taking good, decisions good, determination good. He's 26 and we would get him for 8.25 million. Let's see. I guess we just go and see what sort of wage he wants. I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. It's tough. Deadline day is so tough. Okay, so Luis Torres is in. Terrible finishing, but can play as a deep line player. So it could well be an identical replacement for Henry Valencia, who we've sold, obviously. Yadare wants 39.5 and he wants to be a key player. Okay, you're happy to be a rotation, so let's lock that in. Limit is 25.5, so if we recommended limit, so if we go down to 21, 1.5, no sell on fee, 75 for that, 7.5 there. Suggest 49.5 million pounds a week, 49.5 £1,000 a week you want. No, okay. I'm happy not to have it. I'm not going to go and break our wage structure for someone that I'm not 100% sure on. And I think that's the right thing to do. I don't want to be bullied by players we might not necessarily need. I'm thinking about Right, if we look at the squad, and I don't know why this now is resetting itself every time. That's very annoying. Right, starting 11. Right back is an issue, but he's got potential and he's playing very, very well, Santiago Ledesma. He has started this season like he ended last season, and I sort of want to give him a go. Backing him up, we have Simunovic, who is a 3.5 to 4 star, who probably should be starting for me and had a very good season last year on a 7.3. So in my opinion, we've got two good right backs. DeSantis at right wing is not necessarily our starter. It's more than likely going to be Damir Simunovic, who again last year played very well out in that position. He's learned how to play there properly, and has good stats other than passing. I can look past that with him here. Left midfield is going to be Pathé Guigon to start, and again he's just placed so much better than his stats here suggest and his star rating. Maybe left wing is something we look at, because backing him up we have Nikola Tesla can play out there, either footed. He's going to be really good for us this year. We have Alberto, wherever the hell he is, who can play out there. So Holster's just gone on loan. Yeah, Alberto at left wing, really good stats, crap passing, did okay last year, didn't play too many games. He's wanted by someone. I just don't know. And we've signed Antonio Carlos as well, who's actually listed for loan. I want to try and get him some first team football somewhere, but he's really highly rated, so he'll probably get some game time. I mean, goalkeeper wise, yeah, we've got David De Gea, Matt Ryan and Lerda. Centre backs, we've got loads of good centre backs: Benkovic, Veslanovic, Rojas. Luis Torres can play there if needs be. Zach Farrell is a youngster backing up, and then we've got Jeremy Picard at left back as well. Left back, Ponce is great, not replacing him. Yurisev at holding midfield, and now we've got Torres and the others, Vicario and Rallis. And if Vicario does get sold, now that he doesn't have a team interested in him anymore, then we've got Gronley there as well, and Cabrera, Canino. Yeah, I just think we're fine. I just think how the team is lined up, we're totally fine. The only thing is, do I go and buy a new third choice striker and we go and sell Mohamedi? Star rating wise, he's not the best. He's got some good stats though. He's got stats and he's got value and he's got everything about him which suggests, yes, you should be a third choice striker. So is it worth going to buy another striker who's just going to be my third choice anyway? So I mean, off the ball's a bit shit, but I don't know, it's just so complicated. It's so complicated. I don't think we're even going to have time to do the Varazadin game, because this episode we're going for it now. 1.1, this is someone I went and found, and I got my scouts on him and they said yes, get him in. Now this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. He could be my third choice striker if a 1.1 million bid gets accepted, which I doubt it will, because he's worth 2 million and he's a key player for them. I'm going to go and play Varazadin offline, and then we'll come back to finish off deadline day. I think that's the best thing to do. So we'll be back with the final score of the Varazadin game. Okay, so the transfer window is now closed. We beat Varazadin very comfortably 2-0. Goals from Stipralis and DeSantis at right wing and central midfield, which is nice. We've kept hold of nearly everybody, actually. We didn't sell any more players. We bought in David De Gea and Den Zayek from NK Maribor, who looks very nice, much higher rated than Mohamedi, so he will be our new third choice striker. This is obviously not the next part of the video you're expecting, because I did the rest of deadline day, recorded it all, and realised that then I hadn't put the sound on my microphone. So yeah, this is just sort of a little catch up, just to say nothing else really happened. It's lots of record breaking stuff in terms of fees received. The £50 million received in the year is a record. The sell of Valencia is a record for Croatia and us, national record and everything like that. And then we've bought in Den Zayek. So we end with a very healthy bank balance of 45 million and a budget of 20 million that will probably keep going into the January market as well. But this actually should now hopefully allow us to do some sort of increasing of things. Is everything full at the moment? We can't ask for anything more. Should we ask for some more coaches? Yeah, let's have some more coaches, please. After everything I've done for the club, raising its profile. Oh, okay. I can't pretend I'm not happy, but whatever. But yes, so that's it. We're going to be back. The other thing I said is that we're going to play the Milan game offline, and then we're going to come back for the Shakhtar Donetsk game away in the Ukraine. So that's what we're going to be back for. Apologies that this has been a bit of a weird ending to the transfer window video, but yeah, sometimes these things just happen. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've got any comments, tips, helpfulness, questions like that, leave them in the comment below, and I will answer them as soon as I can and get back to them. I'm pretty sure I've answered every single comment I've ever got on a Football Manager video in this series, and I'm quite proud to be very connected to the viewers and the people that watch the videos. You support the channel, you keep it going, and it's worth my time to get back in touch with you. So thank you so much for watching, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.